We love talking about food on this show. Some would say the hosts are addicted to it. And we have one of our good friends on today, Stacy Winters with Omaha Food Lovers. Stacy, welcome back.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for having me. Always enjoy talking food with you guys.
That's one of our favorite parts of the year. So, first of all, how's Omaha Food Lovers going? It is the Facebook group with over 100,000 members.
Yeah,
we had over 105 now.
105,000 we just hit this last week. So yeah, we're still growing like crazy.
Those are people that sign up on your Facebook page, Omaha Food Lovers.
You have to request to join.
Request it, and you do a thorough background check, or at least
we try. Yeah, we try to keep all that spam, all those bots out of the group, which we've been amazingly successful and have not had that problem. So we have to vet all of those requests. So it's kind of crazy how many we get.
You must get a lot of attention from other foodie towns that are amazed. If you look at it as a percentage of the population or whatever, any metric, 105,000 unique people on a Facebook page is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive, but what's even more impressive is the actual engagement numbers in that group. The 105,000, I could tell you, I don't hide the stats, but 90% of those are actually active and engaged in the group in the last 60 days. That's a huge percentage of active members.
Well, that 105,000 is more than 10% of the total metro area population. But Stacy, one of the big restaurant-related news items this week, two James Beard semifinalists here in Omaha. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so we had the Boiler Room, and Tim Nicholson, who's the chef there, was nominated for Best Chef in the Midwest. Luckily, I've already made my Valentine's Day reservations there like a month ago, so I got ahead of this.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So we're
making the rest of us look
Heidi's
bad.
a lucky gal.
We're going there with another couple so we're already on. We already got that on the schedule. And then Yoshitomo was nominated for Best Restaurant. I think David Utterback was nominated, last year for Best Chef. Now this year, Yoshitomo is nominated for Best Restaurant in the Midwest.
Interesting about that, Amy and I were down in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, and when there's a restaurant down there called Mi Casa with a K instead of a C, and they had heard of Omaha's sushi scene, which I'm sure is from...
There was a huge article in the Washington Post, within the last month or two on Yoshitomo and how some of the best sushi in America can be found in Omaha. Big article.
That article was really cool.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And then, and not only that, Stacy, but two Omaha restaurants made Yelp's list of top 100 places to eat.
I know. That was really cool. It was really cool. And it wasn't like the type of places you would probably normally pick as, top 100 restaurants.
Who was that?
You had, which I felt really vindicated when last week I went to Corner Kitchen, which is around 50th and G, kind of an old strip mall, formerly a Baker's Plaza down there. And I said Corner Kitchen is one of my personal top 5 favorite restaurants in Omaha. Just the food that Oscar Hernandez does there is incredible.
I still have to try it.
It's that was Corner Kitchen was one of them.
What's the menu?
He does it's Mexican, Asian fusion with some other stuff put in there. But you can get like a Korean pork taco. But just his Taco Tuesday there, $2 tacos, unbelievable. It's one of the best places you can go.
So it was rated number 98.
Yes. And the other one on the
list... We're talking about whole country, right?
Yeah. Whole country.
And I don't know exactly what factors in. Obviously, it's the reviews and the ratings and number of, all that kind of stuff. And the other one was Everett's on Maple, which is kind of, not fancy by any means. Another one of those, like kind of old strip mall up there. But they're kind of known for, I'll say the 3 things there. They have the Bubba wings, which are like a spicy but Parmesan wing that you can get there. Their Brussels sprouts are incredible. And they have really good, I'm a fry guy. Their fries, like those home cuts, skin on fries, perfect.
I got to tell you, based on your recommendation shortly after Everett's opened, Grow Omaha frequent contributor Jorge Sotolongo and I went up there and ordered exactly wings, fries, and the Brussels sprouts.
Right.
It was outstanding.
Awesome.
Where is it?
88th and Maple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ranked to number 93 on the list.
So pretty cool to get those two in that top 100,
Yeah, that was, it's just great because most of the other restaurants in that list were in California, Texas, Arizona, Florida, as you would expect.
Yeah.
And so for a small market like Omaha to have 2 in the top 100, I'd love seeing things like that.
Exactly.
We will take that. So let's talk a little bit about some of the places you have been as a diner since you were on the show last.
So some new spots that have popped up. Salted Edge. Been out there. It's out in that West Shores area, way out, kind of.
Great ambiance.
Yeah, the Waterloo area out there. I highly recommend. The breadboard has kind of become their signature item, which
and it was not intended.
Well, yeah, exactly. It wasn't intended to be, but it's like an $18 breadboard, but it's phenomenal. They serve 4 different types of bread, popovers, some biscuits, different things on there. They're all served with their own like compound butter and salt. So that's really good. And I'm also a huge fan of their short rib French onion soup. Like that.
I had that.
That could be my meal, and I would be absolutely happy with that. That was phenomenal. And
I want to see what it's like when it's warmer outside.
Yeah, when you have that patio, it's because they're gonna have places to pull your boat up to, and on West Shores out there that you can just come up. They want it to be kind of like all encompassing for the casual boater to be able to come in and dine. Plus, it's a bit more, it's fancier too.
And then let's talk about 15th and Farnham, the new Untamed Kitchen, which is almost a new restaurant category. Alex Harrington, who's really hit Omaha hard with Pickleman's, he and
Clayton Chapman,
who's
Grey Plume,
renowned chef, came up with these recipes with Alex, and it is. How would you describe Untamed Kitchen vis-a-vis the other restaurants in Omaha? I've
not personally been there yet. So, it's obviously focusing on much healthier food. It's just that, like you said, like that category where it's really wanting, that health focus and trying to, not have so much additives, preservatives, that kind of stuff. So I think that they're really just trying to focus on having those kind of options and still being, delicious.
It's a lot of bowls and wraps and salads. And what's unique about Untamed Kitchen, I think, is, and people have described it as true food kitchen if you've ever been to those around the country, but it's with more taste.
I've been to that.
Yeah, but this has more taste. And check out Untamed Kitchen. You can see them online, but at 15th and Farnham, and they are doing a deal with. They're giving away 5,000 meals. The police department, but corporations, like if people check them out, if you direct mail Untamed Kitchen's Facebook page, Alex Harrington will check it out. But I urge everybody to try it. 15th and Farnham, right on that corner. It's a really cool concept, great food, and they do cater, and so you can get it out west or anywhere you want. And I can't wait till they come out west, but I think now it's worth the trip to go downtown.
Stacy Winters is here from Omaha Food Lovers. And Stacy, we started to talk a little bit before the break, but I want to hear a couple other places that you have visited since we last visited.
Sure. Another one is Dolomiti, which is the new pizza place that is down in the Millwork Commons area. The whole Millwork Commons is finally, you're just getting a lot of different places in there now. You got the Dolomiti, you got Coneflower, you got Archetype, you got Sweet Magnolias, Cross Strain. Nomadic Jack's is a burger spot that's, doing operating out of Cross Strain down there. So there are a lot of great places. But Dolomiti has really taken it by storm the last, month. They opened, I think, at maybe the end of November, early December. And they never announced they were open. That was funny. They never had like a grand opening. They just kind of soft opened and just went from there. And I had to like book a reservation, and I had to go like early at like 5 o'clock to get in there. So it was it's doing really, really well.
It's full service sit down pizza restaurant.
Yeah. It's
in Millwork Commons.
Carlos Mendez and Tim Mage. So we're very well known in the restaurant community here in Omaha.
But that's a great example, and they've got some heavyweights down there, Cross Strain and Coneflower. It's off the beaten path. It's by the old Mastercraft. It's more of an incubator now.
Yeah.
That area. But could you imagine if they build this new development along Abbott Drive and the Missouri River, because you can see those from each other, and it's neat. I mean, talking about that, those are destination places.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's a destination pizza spot down there now. I mean, it's really, really good. I mean, and the cocktails are wonderful. We had a really, really nice time down there. It's a good spot. Trying to think of some other spots. So I'm really big. I'm a big barbecue fan. I'm wearing my barbecue, T-shirt today. My
Joe Arthur.
It's a combination of. It's a Kansas City barbecue tribute T-shirt.
Joe's, Arthur Bryant's, Gates, Jack
Stack. All in there. Okay. So, so I'm really a big fan of Mission Ave barbecue. Actually going there for meet some friends today there for lunch. So you have a bunch to stop down. It's in the Old Town Bellevue. But Mission Ave is doing some really, really good Texas style barbecue. They opened last year. I might have mentioned them the last time I was on the show. But their Texas style barbecue is phenomenal. It's a really tough spot though down in that Old Town Bellevue because I don't think a lot of people know about it or want to travel that far. But it's great barbecue and well worth the drive. Kind of not a food related topic, and I was kind of mentioning this off the air here. I've become obsessed thanks to one of my friends, Nat O'Gura. Shout out to Yum Omaha, that's her page. But she got me hooked on Irish coffee, and Inkwell in Countryside Village does the best Irish coffee I've found in the area. I had Irish coffee out in San Francisco at Buena Vista, where surprisingly that's where Irish coffee was invented. Most people think it was going to be Ireland, but it's not. But this is
that Bailey's, or what do they put in it?
No, it is like
cream to mint
coffee. No, it's an Irish whiskey, like a Tullamore or Jameson and coffee and heavy whipping cream.
So, but Stacy, we also want to hear about some new places that have opened or about to open before we let you out of here.
So the ones that I've seen that people are really, really excited about are obviously Hawaiian Brothers is coming to Omaha. It's coming out to the Gretna area. People are really excited about that. That's coming from the Hodges, the people that brought us.
Great operators.
Brought us Jimmy John's and Williamsburg Pizza, who they're opening up another Williamsburg Pizza off 156th and Maple too. That's going to be probably in this next year. A Hot Pot 88 is another one. I know you guys had it in your newsletter at one point, and that'll probably be a while, but that's going up over off 132nd and Center in where the old store sits. They tore that down. People are super excited about a dedicated hot pot.
Over by Blue Moon Fitness at Canfield Plaza, there's
China Garden. China Garden has a hot pot.
That's good eating.
I think people are also excited about the Saddle Creek Breakfast Club. They're moving to Countryside Village. I know obviously a lot of people are sad that they're moving from their other location, but that's been kind of some big news in the group.
I got my membership to the club.
Yeah.
You don't have to sign up, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to show up and put your name down.
Izzy's will be opening up a full-service restaurant in, I think they're targeting May for that, which is the Detroit-style pizza. They have their food truck right now, food bus right now.
Where will that be?
It's the old Felius Cat Cafe.
24th and Howard.
24th and Howard, yeah. I'm excited about...
Folks, that was Trenton trying to make a cat noise.
I'm excited about the...
Sorry, I had it for a ball.
I'm excited about the Udalale, which is opening up in the old Mark's Bistro. So I was a big fan of Mark's Bistro.
Me too. I love that.
That was a great spot. And great news is that Udalale is planning to feature some of Mark's Bistro's recipes. So everybody loved their mac and cheese. That's supposed to be on their menu. I believe their caramel or their bread pudding that they had, that's supposed to be on that menu. So I'm excited to see what that final menu looks like, and that should be a great spot here in Dundee.
And that Izzy's Pizza is so popular.
Oh, so good.
I think there are people that chase that bus around town.
Yeah, right now he's permanently set up at Trucks and Taps. He's been having some issues with his bus, to be honest. So he can't drive it anywhere at this 108th
moment. South of Cube.
So it's one of those. I know with the weather's been a big factor for him. And the business has been kind of slow because of that, which you think all these places are doing so well, and I know in the last this last month the weather's just been terrible for some of these businesses. So I tell people right now is like, if you have a favorite spot, go support your favorite spots, because don't assume they're doing well.
Yeah, let's expand on that just a little bit, because there have been several posts on your page, Omaha Food Lovers. A lot of these restaurants have made what are actually akin to pleas on their own Facebook pages. There was an article about it in a couple of the local media sources. It sounds like January, which is always a tough month in the restaurant business, with this unusually strong cold spell and this heavy snow, has beaten up a lot of these operators.
And also, these operators will give pleas for their fellow operators. There's a lot of camaraderie.
There is.
The guy that owns Muchachos is hilarious.
Yeah, the banter between Block 16 and Muchachos is the best part. One of the best parts of Facebook.
I guess they're the good friends, I assume.
Yeah. They're great friends. But no, you're right. It's you're seeing it left and right out there. Even like, Block 16, which is probably in the foodie community, one of the top, restaurants out there, they, were struggling and their sales were down immensely. Even people say, well, restaurants should plan for this. Well, they do plan for, these downtimes, but this was an extreme version of that they really couldn't plan for.
Well, yeah, we had a couple nights and 2 different weeks, which were among the coldest nights that Omaha has had in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And I've been around a while.
and just like Untamed Kitchen down there, the downtown restaurants that cater, give them some love because they'll cater farther out west. And I think that's because there's not a lot of office employees down there compared to a couple of years ago.
Well, Stacy, we really appreciate you joining us, and thanks to everything you do to keep us informed with Omaha's amazing culinary scene that's only going to get better.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Stacy Winters, Omaha Food Lovers.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.